There's a library no one speaks of, hidden somewhere between memory and dream. You won't find it on any map. But if you walk long enough through streets you don't recognize, especially in the hours just before dawn, when the world forgets itself, you might see it. It doesn't appear suddenly. Rather, you realize you've been walking toward it for some time, as if your feet remembered before your mind did. It's small on the outside. Brick walls, no signs. A single lantern flickering beside a narrow black door. Inside, it's silent. Not the silence of an empty room. The silence of a held breath. The floor is wooden, but your steps make no sound. The shelves rise impossibly high, too tall for the building's shape. Each book is handbound, dusty, and cold to the touch. Some have no titles. Some have your name. It's said the library contains every memory ever forgotten. Not just by you, but by everyone who's ever lived. The story goes that you can find a moment here that was once yours, but slipped away unnoticed. A laugh you shared with a loved one you've long buried. A dream you woke from too fast to remember. A promise you broke and never forgave yourself for. And the rule is simple. You may read as many memories as you wish, but once you do, they return. Not to your mind, but to your life. One man, they say his name was Elliot, came searching for the face of his mother, long dead and long forgotten. He wandered the stacks until he found it. A slim, gray book titled Tuesday Afternoons. When he read it, tears fell silently. He saw himself as a child again, sitting at the table while she peeled oranges and hummed a song. He left that night with warmth in his chest, a smile he hadn't worn in years. But Elliot returned, again and again. Soon, he wasn't just reading moments he missed. He was seeking the ones he'd never lived, versions of his life where he had said yes instead of no, where he'd confessed his love, where he hadn't made the mistake. In those books, he had everything he'd lost and everything he'd never had. And one night, when he tried to leave, the door wasn't there anymore. No one knows what became of him. But now, sometimes, people walking through unfamiliar streets just before dawn say they see a man through a dusty window, shelving books, whispering to them. His lips move, but no one hears the words. Maybe he's still reading, still trying to find a version of himself he can live with. Or maybe the library finally remembered him too well to let him go. If you ever find a library, take care. The books remember, and if you stay too long, so will they.